Hi everyone, welcome back. I am here to do another full ballet class for you guys. And I want you to know that this class is really focused on finding the proper turnout from up in your hips. So if you're feeling your hips work a little harder than usual, that means you're doing something right. And I want you to just keep that focus throughout our entire class today, okay? So we're gonna start at your bar, your chair, your countertop, whatever you're using for a little bit of balance. And we're just gonna start with a warm up. So heels together, nice and tall, lifted through our upper body. Point your right foot out, turn it in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, flex your foot, point, and close. Same thing with the other side to the front. Point, turn it in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, flex your foot, articulate all the way through, and close. Same thing to the side with the right and left, back right and left. And then coming to parallel right away, we're pedaling through our feet for 8 counts, really pressing into the ball of your foot every single time. And then crossing your right foot over your left, just taking a little bend through your left leg to stretch out through the front of your ankle, just for 4 counts, and then switching it out with our left side for 4 counts. Okay, so that's it. We just really want to focus on warming up our hips right away. Think about keeping everything nice and lifted, nice and still, and just working from that hip socket right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. All right, coming into some pliés. We are starting in first position, finding a roll through our feet, demi-plié. Lift your heels, lift your arm all the way as you releve, lower down. 2 demi-pliés. Cambre forward all the way, lift up and back all the way. Tendu to second. Same thing, roll through your feet, lift tall, 2 demi-pliés. Then reach into the bar, lift up and away from the bar, arms through first, tendu to fourth position. 2 demi-pliés. The last one, lift up, rond de jambe around, find your opposite fourth. 2 demi-pliés. Rond de jambe all the way around, close to find your fifth. 2 big rond pliés. The first one with your arms coming down. The second one, lifting your arms overhead, giving those heels press down every single time to help you lift. And then open your arm, big circular cambre all the way around. And reverse all the way around. Tendu back to first, releve. We'll find a little balance right here before we turn around and do the second side. Moving along to tendus. We're coming in from first position, bringing our arm out second. Tendu, close and plie. Tendu, plie and fourth. Press out, close, and two more tendus. To the side, tendu, close first. Tendu, plie second. Tendu, close, and a close, and a close. Same thing to the back and to the side, making sure that every time we're in that press out position over that plie, we are springing off of that front foot. It's our foot pointing underneath us that's pressing us back over that supporting leg. Okay, so we're doing that en croix, and then coming with our arms from fifth, just four tendus, out and in, out and in, out, in, out and in, en croix. Same thing all the way around. The very last one, we close in fifth position, plie, susu, find your balance, and then turn around, we'll do the second side. Okay, let's try it with music. Great job, guys. Moving along to our dégagés. We're coming from fifth position, doing 4 dégagés and 3 piqués en croix. Our dégagés are going front, 2, 3, 4, and then a piqué where you were, where you're going, where you were, and then close. Same thing to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 dégagés, piqué where you were, where you're going, where you were, and close. So to the back, you would piqué to the back, to the side, to the back, and then when you go to the side again, piqué side, front, side, and then close. Yes? Using your port-de-bras, so when you're doing those piqués, change your arm with where your piqué is going. We're doing that en croix, and then coming to first position for some dégagés. 8 in first with your arm en dehors, and then 8 more in first with your arm en dedans. Close the very last one in 5th position so that we can sous-sus. Find a passe balance, turn around and do the second side. Good. Now coming to our rond de jambes, we're doing something a little bit different. I want you to think about the floor as a clock around you, okay? And your feet in first position are in the middle of that clock. So we're coming to our first position, lifting up nice and tall. Tendu front, open your foot just to 1 o'clock. So just a little bit, finding that turnout, then pull it back to 12. Open to 2, so just a little bit further, back to 12 o'clock. Open halfway to 3, so right out next to you. Finding that turnout, finding where your rotation needs to flip that hip under. Back to 12. Around to 4 o'clock, back to 12. 5 o'clock, almost there, to 12. Then all the way to 6 o'clock, come through. 1 full rond de jambe, close, and a plie. Same thing all the way to the back, en dedans. To 6 o'clock, open just to 5. Back to 6, to 4. To 6, to 3, all the way till you get to the front. Brush through 1 all the way around, plie, and hold. 4 regular full rond de jambes, en dehors, around 2, 3, 4. Then we lift that leg high, passe through, extend to the back, and close. Same thing, en dedans, 4 rond de jambes, lift back, passe through, extend, close. Circular cambrai all the way around, and reverse all the way around. We're going to find a balance in à la seconde. So we're finding that releve, then just développé that foot out to right next to you. It's not super high. I want a 45-degree angle. Yeah, this is a hard position to balance in because your leg is wanting to pull your weight this way. So you really have to use your core, find that counterbalance, and lift through your arms, pressing your arms down like you're pressing your arms down on a table to find that stability. Yeah, finding that rotation every single time. This is one of those exercises where you'll really feel your hips talking to you. Yeah, that means they're working. So if you get a little hip cramp or something, try to shake it out real quick and then keep on going because we want to build that strength and find some extra rotation from deep in our hips that we can use for the whole rest of class. Okay, so here we go. right, let's stretch a little bit before we continue with our bar work. So coming down to the floor where you have a little bit of room, bring the bottoms of your feet together, lift up nice and tall, and then reach forward, nose to toes. Lifting up, try to bring your feet a little bit closer to your body, and this time let's walk your hands forward as far as you can. Walk yourself back up. Keep your right leg where it is and point your left leg out directly in front of you, keeping it parallel. Lift up tall, stretch forward over that leg. Lifting up tall one more time. See if you can stretch further. And then staying where you are, flex that foot that's in front of you. Walk your hands back up, switching sides, bring your left leg in. Left leg comes in, right leg pointed out in front of you, keeping parallel, reach up tall, stretch forward over your leg. Lift up tall one more time. See if you can reach a little bit further. And then staying where you are, flex your foot in front of you. Lifting up. Keep both legs pointed out in front of you. Find a little bit of turnout. When you reach your arms up tall, stretch forward. Lift up one more time. Same thing. See if you can reach a little bit further. Maybe holding onto those feet. Lengthening your neck nice and long. Press your shoulders down. Then lift up tall. Find your straddle. Point your toes, reach up and over to the right. Reach up and over to the left, making sure to keep both sits bones on the ground. Don't let your hip lift up. Lift up tall, finding that good turnout. Walk your hands out. Keeping your toes nice and pointed. Stay where you are, flex both of your feet, and then walk your hands over to your right leg, nose down to your knee. Walk your hands through the center, keeping your turnout over to the left, nose to knee. Make sure that both toes are up towards the sky. Walk your hands back to the center one more time, again, keeping that turnout. Then walk yourself on up, coming to your splits, starting on your right. Come into a lunge, press into that front foot. Feel that stretch through your quad and through your back hip. And then send both hips back, find a half split. Then sliding all the way down to that split position. Keeping your back up nice and tall, pressing your shoulders down. Come on down, come to your other side. Bringing your left foot front, find that low lunge. Feel that stretch through your back hip and quad. And send both hips back, find your half split. And take yourself all the way down into that split. And lift up. Great job. Let's come up and go back to our bar for a nice fondue. All right, now that we're nice and stretched, let's come to a little adage at the bar. So working on our fondue and working on the rotation of our hip the entire time. We are coming from fifth position. We fondue. Find that good coup de pied position. Retire up, open your arm. Fondue. Extend just 45 degrees. Fondue. All the way up 90 degrees, little extra lift, fondue, and close. Same thing to the side. Fondue in, to a passe, down, 45, down, 90, little lift, and close. Then to the back, same exact thing. To the side, we développé up, up, extend 2 rond de jambes. Then lower, bring it to a sous-sus, turn around, second side right away. Okay? So working on that foundation of a good turnout with every single fondue, I want you to plie and press your knees out a little bit more, keeping everything through your upper body nice and relaxed the entire time. All right, here we go. Great job, you guys. Let's move along to our frappes. So coming from fifth position, we're going to tendu to a flex coup de pied. Just keep your arm down in a low first for all of this. We're doing 4 frappes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 counts of petit battement en croix. So 4 to the side, 4 counts petit battement, 4 back, 4 counts, and 4 side, 4 counts petit battement. Then we are doing doubles en croix 2 times. Double front, double side, double back, double side, 2 times through. Then a right away releve, and we're finding some petit battements in our releve, getting that wrapped position, and then coming in front, wrapped, coming in front every single time. For 8 counts, and then we're gonna balance with a nice wrapped foot, turning around to try the second side right away. Okay, let's try with music. All right, great job. We're gonna build some strength through our calves and our ankles now with some eleves. So starting with our feet under our hips in a nice parallel position, we're doing 8 eleves on our right foot. Leg stays nice and straight. There's no plie at all. Then 8, same thing with our left foot. Then turn it out, 8 eleves, nice straight leg, but turned out. Same thing with our left side. Then coming to first, we have 8 with the plie, releve, plie, releve, to work those calves out a little bit. Then lift up, we're gonna balance for 8 counts. And then I have an 8 count for you to stretch your right calf, 8 counts for you to stretch your left. Okay, so know that this is harder than it would be if I gave you that plie. Okay, it seems like less work, but really it is taking so much effort to get all of your body weight lifted up just using your ankle bone and your calf. Okay, try not to lift your shoulders, try not to press down on your bar. This is all about the strength that you're building in your foot and in your ankle bone, okay? So make sure, especially when you're in that parallel position, you should be feeling the outside of your ankle start to fire up. You don't want to let your foot roll out and stretch out those muscles. You don't want it to be too far in on your big toe, yeah? Think about aiming over your second toe the whole time, and maybe if you have a little mirror in front of you, you can focus on where your ankle is and make sure it's not shifting too much one way or the other. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it with music. All right, finishing up barre with some grand battements. We're coming from fifth position, lift your arm high. Two grand battements, one passe, and then one more grand battement. So battement front and front, passe up, one more front. Same thing side, we go side, side, passe, don't change. One more to the side. And then to the back, we uncloche, back, brush front, brush back, and close. Again, back, brush front, brush back, and close. Then one big cambre forward, reaching. Lift up nice and tall, open your arm, repeat it all from the back. So two grand battements, one passe, one more to the back, two, passe, one more to the side, then front on cloche, brush back, brush front, and close. Again, front, back, front, close. One more cambre to the front, open your arm, susu, turn around, second side. Okay, here we go. All right, make sure you have a little bit of space. We're going to do a few center things, starting with a little jump to get our feet warmed up before we get into a petit allegro. So we're just coming to first position, doing 4 sautés in first, jump out 4 sautés in second, then 2 in first, 2 in second, and 4 changements with your right foot front to start. Repeat the whole thing right away. 4 more in first, 4 more in second, 2 in first, 2 in second, and then 4 changements. This time your left foot comes to the front first. Okay, so nice and simple, just really articulating through your feet every time. Be nice and springy. It's pretty quick, so make sure you have a good recovery coming out of it every single time. And let's warm up our feet. All right, now that our feet are nice and warmed up, we are coming into a petit allegro. So we're coming with our feet in 5th position. Your right foot is behind you, arms are in first. Finding a glissade, then 3 jetés with your arms, jeté, jeté, jeté. A little pas de barre, point your foot, and then close in 5th position. And then 1 royale, which if you remember is just a changement with a beat in the front, okay? So you beat front, back, and close. Land in a good plie, and that last count is just a hold. I want you to find that plie, press your knees away, and prepare yourself for the second side, okay? So let's go through it to the left. In your good plie, you just finished the right side. We glissade, 3 jetés with your arms, jeté, 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 pas de barre, point, point, plie, and then 1 royale. Your front leg beats in the front and lands in the back, beats close, okay? Just a little tiny beat there. It's not a huge difference from your normal changement to switch feet. You just have to make sure you get that extra little cross of your thighs before you land in that fifth position. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it with music. We will do it to the right, to the left, and do it right and left one more time. All right, nice job. Let's turn a little bit. So we're going to start in fifth position, balance right to balance left, soutenu to the right. So balance, soutenu turn, plie fifth position. Tendu your right foot. Prepare, pirouette, close in fifth. Again, tendu, prepare, pirouette, lands in a lunge, then press back, lift your arm, change your arms, plie forward, and we're finding an inside turn with that back leg is whipping out and in, finding that fouette, and your arms are going out and lifting up to a high fifth, land in fifth position. Okay, let's try it to the left. So we balance left, balance right, soutenu turn to the left. This time our left foot comes out, plie, pirouette, land in fifth, tendu, plie, pirouette, lands back leg long. Remember that long leg and your long arm is what stops you from having too much momentum. Then you press back, lift your arm, switch your arms, big plie, whip that leg in to find your inside turn, reaching your arms up to a fifth position. Okay, let's try it with music. We'll try it a couple times each direction. Great work today, you guys. We will finish out class with a reverence as always, so just follow along, and thank you guys so much. Keep working hard.